Hello, it's Dr. Marilyn Joyce, the Vitality Doctor. And the reason for this video, and I'll try to keep it brief, is that we are about to end 2012 and enter 2013. And whenever we close one year out and enter a new one, most of us make a lot of New Year's resolutions, right? I'm no different than anybody else about when it comes to that. I do make resolutions and I often don't complete a lot of them. But a few years ago I started doing a theme, and I'll definitely do another video just about creating your own theme for the year. But the most important thing that I find is when I feel like I haven't achieved a lot in a year is to review that year and really look at what I have actually done during that year. So for example, this past year I did not create a theme for the year. I had a lot of personal things I was dealing with and I just spaced on it. I just forgot. But I did go through the year and, I had the ups and downs like everybody else did, or many people did, I should say. I shouldn't say everybody, right? But I came to the end of the year and I started reflecting back with friends this evening on what I had achieved over the year. And we all shared what had we achieved over the year, and what were the setbacks, what were the step forwards, I guess you'd say. And one of the things that I realized was that this past year, in my inner circle, I lost 12 people. 12 people in my inner circle. Some of them were longtime clients and patients. Others were people in freak accidents that were very dear and close friends. And others were almost family members. They were like family members who had sudden deaths due to illness that no one expected or knew about. Whatever the circumstances were, I reached this point in May of this past year where I couldn't take it. There had been, by my birthday of May 11th, 5 deaths, and one of them just before my birthday. And it impacted me so dramatically. He was like a brother to me. It was such a dramatic occurrence that I was steeped in a sense of tremendous loss, and at the same time the need to find some sort of balance. The realization that we don't know how long we've got. We have no clue. We don't know what may take us out, but eventually we're all going to be taken out. We don't know how long we've got, so we just have to live every day as if it's our last day. And I realized that for me, I had to find some balance, and nature is what gives me balance. So after I explored this, I began walking. It was, first of all, a walk up and down the streets of San Francisco until I hit the water. Didn't hit the water, but I came to the water. And that was hours of walking. And I realized I was really out of shape when it came to walking for hours. I could walk a few blocks, but walking for hours, I really felt it. I had another stop in Monterey on the way back down to Southern California, and I walked on the beaches there. Had another stop in Cambria, walked on the beaches there. Had another stop in Santa Barbara, walked on the beaches there. Got down to Marina del Rey and Playa del Rey, walked on the beaches there. And that was, it began on May 21st. Actually 2 days before that, but May 21st was when the habit really set in. And I've walked every day except 4 days since then. So from the standpoint of business endeavors, I've done a lot, but ups and downs, no major huge advancements. But from the standpoint of my health, my sanity, and my balance, there has been nothing that compares with this. And I've walked in fields, parks, city streets from one side of this country to the other and from the top to the bottom of this country in the past year. Wherever I have gone to speak, any speaking tours I've done, any travels I've done for personal and business, I have walked and walked and explored nature. I've been confronted by packs of coyotes. I've experienced rattlesnakes on my trail, tarantulas on my trails. You name it, I've experienced it. Any fears I had about any of that before I started walking are dissipated now. The walking has been my major accomplishment this past year. Now, for some people that may mean nothing. To me, I've lost weight. I've definitely toned up and trimmed down. People constantly comment on that. I did not walk for any of those reasons, by the way. The only reason I walked initially was for balance and sanity. So you never know what the other outcomes are going to be. You walk, you do whatever you do. I mean, for me, I'm just saying I walked for my sanity, and it led to improved health. It led to an improved body tone. It led to definitely a much more alert and responsive mind. It led to, just a lot of incredible outcomes that I had never planned for, anticipated, or even went into it with that idea of achieving. The most important thing is to look back on your year and look at the one or two things that you have done that have been significant to you. They may not be significant to anyone else, but they've been significant to you. And then make a note of those, write down as much as you can about them so that you can refer back to that whenever you feel like you haven't done very much this year. That's my note for leaving this year. As you go into the new year, check out the video I have prepared or will prepare on creating your theme for the year. In the meantime, have a healthy, happy, prosperous new year. Dr. Marilyn Joyce, the Vitality Doctor, about to sign off. One more note, drop by facebook.com/Dr. Marilyn Joyce. That's DrMarilynJoyce. And leave some comments about what you think of this video. What was your main outcome from 2012? What is your theme for 2013? Again, Dr. Marilyn Joyce, the Vitality Doctor, signing off. Happy New Year. Happy 2013.